Have we
Greetings,
started now?
shut up. Greetings,
Hey,
people of the
internet
interwebs.
internets.
Jake here, co-host Dave. Fine, don't talk. Reverend Spaceman.
No, we're recording though?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay.
I'm Dave.
As you faked us out the first time.
Because you were going to interrupt me like a dick.
What?
When have
It's going
either of
on.
us done that?
All the time.
No.
Anyways, that's Reverend Spaceman Jordan, my
Good
other
evening,
co-host,
gentlemen.
who doesn't interrupt.
The only real professional here.
That's why he gets paid more than you all.
He gets paid?
More than I do?
Anyways,
You get paid?
so originally I was thinking about
Said we would
doing.
keep that under wraps, buddy.
Originally I was going to do like
I thought you
individual
meant literally just
videos
keeping our money
based off
wrapped
this
up.
Comic-Con stuff, but that's a lot of work, and I don't
We
have
don't
the
do
kind of
that.
time. Yeah.
No.
So this is going to be a Comic-Con roundup. We're going to talk about not everything because there was a lot that went down.
Stars, celebrities, what they were wearing,
yeah.
what they had to say.
Oh man.
Do they know things?
I'm putting together my own red carpet show.
Yeah.
Mario Lopez ain't got nothing
Yeah.
on me.
Specifically, red carpet, you mean ginger pubes, right?
Just entire channel.
We were just talking about
Guess who
Barbara
the first
Gordon.
episode's about?
Well, that's a good jumping off point.
Anyways, so let's
Legion.
start off. Yeah, let's start off with Legion.
Looks alright.
Yeah, I mean, I have mixed feelings just because, like, yeah, it's on FX, but just they do. I mean,
better
I think,
choice.
I think they're probably the best, like, kind of basic
Compromise.
cable
Yeah.
network. Because originally I just thought it was going to be on like Network Fox,
Yeah,
Fox,
which
yeah.
probably not a good idea,
No.
just because they can't get away with a lot of
Like
stuff.
what they
and
did with Lucifer.
Just
Yeah.
not a good idea.
most of the time with network shows, they're really not as good.
No.
Again, I think because they have so many restrictions.
Yeah.
Except for the Flash.
But anyway,
The Flash does it well.
We're not talking about the Flash.
I'm talking about
But anyway, I mean,
Yet.
Noah Hawley, who's headed up this, the kind of the TV Fargo, which I, again, haven't seen the second season yet. I've heard really good things. Really like the
Heard
first
it's
season.
Yeah.
And me too. I like the cast even better. I mean, come on, Ted Danson.
Dancing all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta love that guy.
Not to be
But,
confused with Ted Danson. This
Yeah.
is Ted Danson, as in dancing.
Yeah.
But anyway, this one, I mean, I feel like it could really go either way, just from the trailer. But I think it's got a good creative team behind it, and I don't know. I mean, I hope for the best with it, but it remains to be seen.
I think it looks
Am I
pretty
super,
cool.
Yeah, am I
Yeah.
super pumped for it or anything?
No.
Not
I'll give it
really.
a shot.
Yeah.
Will I watch it? Sure.
I'm wondering if it is in the X-Men film universe or not.
But like,
Kind of hard to tell,
It is hard to tell.
Normally-
especially since we don't really know where the X-Men film universe is.
yeah, because their continuity's all over the place. So, because like I know in the comics, Legion is Professor Xavier's son, but like if this is James McAvoy, Professor Xavier, like within the 80s current timeline,
Which is also Patrick Stewart.
yeah, then that's kind of impossible because it looks like the guy playing Legion's probably in like his 30s, like maybe
Yeah.
early
Well,
30s or late 20s. And
we
I
don't
think
know.
McAvoy's probably like.
We're not entirely sure what the timeline is.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
true, but also like he could easily be like James McAvoy's son, and because Fox are just kind of like, who cares about the timeline and
Well,
continuity?
'cause-
it's a son, just live with it.
We need an X-Men show. We need an X-Men show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if he fathered a child during the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. Like if this is like in current time, as in like 2016, sure.
Yeah.
But again with Fox, who I don't even think they really care about their continuity. They're just kind of
We'll
like make
find
it
out.
work.
We'll find out.
Like somebody will work this out later.
Yeah, and it never works out later. But
Give Brian Singer a call to fix all this.
oh no, that just makes things worse.
What I hope doesn't happen, like with some FX shows, it starts out really strong,
Mm-hmm.
and then halfway through the season or towards the end, it just kind of dies off, and then
Yeah.
I'll never continue it.
Mm-hmm.
But as
That's a
of
fair point.
through the trailer, I like what I've seen so far.
I mean, not everything they do works,
Yeah.
obviously, but I think
Just
I
I
would
want
say
it to
if-
be engaging enough
for your
to keep my
basic
attention
cable
for a season.
Yeah.
work, I think they're probably in the top.
Yeah,
I'm glad it is
and
cable and not
Most of
network.
their stuff I seem to like.
yeah,
I've
and
seen.
even though
Yeah.
I actually did a solo video on this channel about how X-Men could be better suited for TV, I was referring more to like the actual Team X-Men. But go check that video out anyways.
Yeah, I'd probably rather see that than just focusing on one.
But who knows? Legion could turn out to be really
Yeah, this
good.
could
I'm
be
not,
the
X-Men's
starting
never
point
really done
for
a
all
solo
that to
thing,
happen.
but-
so I'm not
Yeah.
super familiar with the character. All I know is that he's Xavier's son. He's like a super powerful mutant.
I kind of like, so I can learn
Yeah.
about him. And maybe I'll even dive deep. deeper,
Maybe I'll
reaching
actually
comics.
read the comics
Yeah.
or something.
Maybe the show
No
will
one
move
does
me to
that
read.
anymore.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
wait for it to get
We-
adapted into a movie or a show, and then you watch that. No one reads comics.
Nothing is
Yeah.
original.
But I guess we'll move on to the like 40-ish second teaser, if you can
all the
even call that,
Netflix Marvel shows.
for the Defenders, which was absolutely nothing aside from just like the logos of all the characters kind of being like in like
Yeah.
little news articles.
Yeah, that was neat.
Nirvana.
But that was the best part. Like I was sold
It was
just
my favorite
on
trailer.
yeah, just sold on "Come As You Are" by Nirvana. I was like, yep.
They're
I'm
the
sold.
Nirvana and the D because it's
Yeah.
Daredevil.
And then
It's
like the
best.
one little line
They
from
gave us the D.
It was
Yes.
the D. And I
Daredevil.
just did D and I loved it.
Two of them, actually.
Yeah.
Defenders.
yeah.
I took two Ds.
Double D.
But then
Double D
the
for
little
Dave.
the little line from Scott
Dave.
Glenn, who plays Stick, who's just kind of like, "You all gotta save the city. You can't even save yourselves." So
Kind of
he's-
really the only telling thing is that
Yeah.
he's involved at all.
Yeah, so maybe he'll be like the Nick Fury of the Defenders, where he like brings
More
them
or
together.
less.
Yeah. Though I don't really want it to be that direct a comparison.
Well, maybe it won't be.
Like I don't want it to be that formulaic. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's
he's
just on
Nick
the
Fury.
spot.
He's Iron Man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, not a whole lot to say about that aside from just
Yeah, it
Love
doesn't
of-
really
love of
tell you
Nirvana.
anything at all.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
yeah.
just
Get excited and get ready for the show. Is
Yeah.
basically, we're coming. Guys.
yeah. If you're not a Nirvana fan, what's
Come
wrong
as
with
you are.
It's a great song. So guys, next up is Iron Fist, which not a whole lot there. It was more of a
Good
teaser.
song.
Yeah.
Should've
Why
played that.
wasn't he Asian?
R.I.P. Because the
he's-
character's not Asian.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people were complaining about that, like when they first cast Finn Jones.
You know
They're
what's
like,
more-
why isn't he Asian?
You know what's more racist?
He's never been
Thinking
Asian.
Don't
everyone
worry,
that
we
does
made the Hulk
karate
Asian.
Yeah.
Is Asian. Like the only
Well,
people
see,
who do
that's-
karate is
that-
that's more racist.
Yeah, that's kind of the flip side. Is like, you know, Marvel were kind of like, well, we're pretty much screwed either way. Like people are going to complain either way, but
Yeah,
they're
because if we do cast an Asian, then the character's not actually Asian.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know you get like the diehard fans of the comics who are like, he's Asian.
I think
now?"
literally anything you do, you're screwed either
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
in-
So-
in this world today,
It's
I'm-
best
I'm
to just
okay with it.
ignore.
even if it's really good, you'll still get complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's best to just ignore.
Don't let them
certain
bring you
group.
down.
Yeah.
Just do what you do.
What do you all think about the
Try to
Iron
make
Fist
it the best
teaser?
you can.
I didn't.
I learned nothing.
Yeah, it was.
I
I
mean-
have no thoughts. Like
It's
it
like,
was.
oh, this is happening.
Literally
my
a
yeah,
blank
my
slate.
my thoughts about it is still the same. Then I didn't need to
It does
watch
not
it.
affect me.
I
My
thought it was
opinion,
interesting
anyway.
because
The art
it
was cool.
gives
at the end,
you
okay.
because basically
Once
like
I
he's
find out when it comes on, if it comes to Netflix, I'll
probably
watch
be-
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch it. We're all gonna watch
I didn't
it.
need to watch it. I'm still gonna watch it.
yeah,
Yeah.
It'll probably come out the spring of next year, probably around the same time Daredevil comes out, and the Defenders will probably be around like the fall.
They're doing
If
Daredevil
for some
next
reason,
year?
yeah,
No,
they confirmed
like-
season 3.
but like
Yeah.
like Daredevil came out
There's
like
so
in
much-
Right.
on
Okay.
the
So
plate
it's,
right
yeah,
now.
it's filling the Daredevil slot.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is
I think at some point they're gonna have to like, there might have to be 3 in 1 year.
I'm okay. With
Yeah.
that.
I figure
Which
that's
is fine.
inevitable.
Yeah.
The more the better.
So again, like Jessica Jones season 2, they're gonna do that. Punisher's gotten his own series coming soon.
Once
Like,
I start doing like
I
3
mean, we already
movies,
saw season 1. It was called Daredevil season 2.
debatably.
Ooh.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Because
love
the
that.
show isn't called Punisher. It's
Whatever.
Daredevil.
Daredevil got developed in the first season. The second season was a jump.
It should be more of his
characters.
Yeah.
story.
It was his story. It just involved other characters.
It was too much Punisher.
You're.
I have no
Nothing wrong with the
complaints.
Punisher, but it's still
You're damn
not
right there
his
isn't
show.
anything wrong with it. Anyways,
I want to see characters
Um,
from the movies and
It
the
was
shows.
Daredevil
crossover.
v Punisher.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in the Iron Fist teaser, like basically at the beginning, it shows him like on a plane with his mother. Because basically, like in the comics, Iron Fist
and
or
I'm
Danny
assuming
Rand.
his mother dies.
Yeah, that's
because it's
that's
kind of
Is
Everyone
her name
does.
Martha?
I don't know what his
This
mom's
isn't
name is.
DC.
If you're a hero, your mom will die. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
But basically, like his
Unless your uncle.
Unless you're Terry McGinnis.
Yeah.
Then just your dad will die.
Yeah, but basically,
The loved one will pass away.
Yeah.
basically in the comics, Danny Rand, his father owns Rand Corp, like this multi-million-dollar company, and their plane crashes in the Himalayas, and then
And he gets stuck on an island for 5 years.
no, he gets stuck in the Himalayas in this mystical city of Kunlun, which I think only pops up every 10 years, and so he's trained by like these monks. It's kind of like I think Kunlun is kind of almost in like this little pocket dimension or something. But basically, like it looks like after he gets his training, he comes back to New York all raggedy looking, barefoot, and all bearded.
It's the
Oliver
only
Queen.
way you can really show
Yeah.
passage of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But it looks like he's back in town. He's going to clean up the streets. I think they did confirm that he's going to be in the last episode of Luke Cage, which makes sense because they're best friends in the comics.
Sure.
And I guess if the Defenders trailer told us anything, there was a piece of paper that said who is Danny Rand.
Yeah.
That did tell
So
us
that
that.
could actually tell us a possible storyline in Luke Cage.
Maybe.
Maybe he's discovering who this guy, or I don't know. It's a very loose thread that's sort of out there.
So I guess we'll find out like if in Luke Cage like they knew each other
That almost
prior
seems like
to.
a better storyline for Jessica Jones, but she's kind of a detective.
Yeah.
I am just gonna assume she'll be in Luke Cage because Luke Cage was in her show.
Yeah. Let's
Or
go
maybe
ahead.
she
Wait,
won't.
well, that's the thing too. We're not. I guess it's a good segue to Luke Cage.
Yeah.
It still doesn't really
Yeah.
tell us the time frame.
Yeah.
Is this before Jessica Jones?
Well,
After?
I imagine it's after.
I would say it's after
It
because
might- I mean, it might be.
there's no mention of him and Jessica Jones. I mean, like I used to try the hero thing.
Mhm.
I don't think they mentioned that. They might have, but
I don't remember.
That was my thought process. Is
Yeah.
that it's after.
Yeah.
after, and then he's decided I'm gonna do the hero thing.
Well, no, I don't even think he's trying to do the hero thing. I think,
I think
like
that's
he's.
exactly what the trailer said.
Well, no, not like I don't think that's his goal. Where he's like, I'm gonna go to Harlem and be a hero. I think he's after what happened in Jessica Jones. He's kind of like, I just kind of want to get away from all this. But I think the hero thing, something happens and he reluctantly is like, all right, fine, I'll be
Grab
a
this
hero.
car door.
Yeah, and I'll wrap this guy like a car door burrito and throw him in some
Not
other
to
guys.
mention Daredevil again, but wasn't that hallway scene very reminiscent to a hallway scene?
I
we've
don't
seen
care. They
before?
can do as many hallway scenes as they want in
You
all
know
these
what?
shows.
You know what?
Quit daving,
So,
Dave.
you know what? There's gonna be things that happen in hallways. That's
Whether
just
you
life.
like it or not.
I think it's
Everyone-
a little too.
Everyone passes a
similar.
hallway every day of their life.
You know, like people actually go in hallways in real life.
Yeah,
I don't.
Dave.
I'm
What
pretty
hallway
sure.
It can
have
be
you
used
even
as a
been in?
metaphor too.
Yeah. But I really like the Luke Cage trailer. I thought it was just cool him going
did
down
like
that
that one.
hallway,
Yeah.
Dave,
Yeah.
and just
Go
like
through that
Again, I don't
hallway,
think it
Luke.
really told us anything.
it doesn't have to. It just has to
It
get us
doesn't need to
hyped.
tell us
Fun
any
in
story.
action. That's what
Yeah.
it told us.
Gives us a tone.
Yeah, and I like. I think we mentioned, or I mentioned in the Jessica Jones review that like I'm cool with just the Luke Cage show, him going down and just beating people, because that's one of the coolest scenes
Yeah.
in the Jessica Jones
They're gonna
show.
have a show like that. It needs
Like
to
that
be
Gotta have
part-
a bit
Cage.
more than that to fill up 12 episodes, but whatever.
I'm okay with that. With just he goes into like different buildings, people are like, "Hey, I'm gonna pick
It's
a
like
fight with that
almost
guy."
no dialogue.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it'll be like a silent film, and he just starts throwing people,
maybe if the episodes are like
like
10 minutes each,
ripping through a wall and grabbing a dude through a
It's only
wall.
gonna be 25 minutes an episode.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I need a little bit more than just gratuitous violence.
I need gratuitous
If I'm gonna
violence.
continue paying my Netflix,
But I do like
For this one show that's not even on yet. I don't even watch any of the other shows on there.
I'm just waiting for this.
Yeah. I like this characterization of Luke Cage, so I'm just cool to see him going on some adventures.
I liked him in Jessica Jones.
Oh,
yeah.
Again,
Like-
I didn't even really need to see a trailer for anything. You could just
No.
like, here's when it comes
It was
on. And I
it was
would watch
almost
it.
just
Yeah.
a reminder that these things
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
coming
right.
out. Stay,
Well, again, because I think it's one of those
stay
things where,
put.
Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna watch this anyway, right?
yeah,
Yeah, and
It
of
doesn't
course,
matter
yeah,
what we
are.
do.
yeah,
And then we'll have
It's
opinions
Comic
on
Con.
it.
We need to show you
and-
something.
yeah.
And
But
we'll,
also,
we'll have opinions on it, and Dave will disagree with those.
Yeah.
In some way,
All
shape,
is right
or
in the
form.
world.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone has to. You guys are way too agreeable.
But okay, I guess we're
That's
we
why
ready.
you're
You
not
guys are just
paid.
vomited upon, and you're like, okay, I like it.
Did you not see him wrap that guy in a car door burrito?
I'm speaking more in general. You guys just like everything.
Pacific Rim was pretty great.
Terrible movie.
Let's not get into that. Let's not derail this. Let's try and
Despite
stay on
its
point.
pretty good cast.
But
Pretty good movie with a pretty good
let's
cast.
Pretty bad
let's
movie.
move on to
What do we
Doctor
do
Strange.
next?
Doctor Strange,
What do we think of the second Doctor
Moving
Strange
into the
trailer?
films now.
more
Yeah.
Inception.
I liked it better than the first one.
Actually, I like the first one better.
I don't see why.
I like them both.
So why?
I like okay.
Why did you like the first one?
I guess like because the first one.
I like them both equally.
I mean, not that like
Okay.
the second one is like on a level like so much below the first one. I think it's because like I had no like going into when they first announced Doctor Strange, I was of course super pumped, and I was like, because it's a completely different tone. It's going to be completely different from the other Marvel movies. So I'm like, how is this going to work? And so I guess like the reason why I like the first one so much is because and I saw it like pretty much right as it dropped. Because remember, I was on Skype with a friend, and I got a notification on Comics Amino. It was
You don't
like,
have friends.
It's like, shut up.
yeah.
I hate you now.
But basically, it
Watch
was
this?
yeah, pretty much. It was basically like Doctor Strange trailer drop. It's like, shut up! And then I went to the YouTube and I looked it up. And,
The YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube.
Are you 40?
Yeah. Well, 87 to be technical, but
Okay.
yeah. But anyways, and I guess like it was one of those things where I had no clue what it would look like, visuals and stuff like that. And then when I saw it, I was just blown. It was like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's like Inception, a little bit of Matrix with
My
like
first
some
thought was
mysticism.
it's Inception meets
And it's
Batman
Marvel,
Begins,
so-
and it's like way too much of both of those things that it's not even its own thing. It
Disagree.
just kind of seemed a bit like a ripoff to me.
I think
I
you're
like this
wrong.
other one a lot better.
I can get why you say that because I think
I
the
think you get a
second
lot
one-
more of the
No, yeah,
visual
this- yeah.
scope of it. I think you get a bit more story in there.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think it's just I
a
was
bit more
blown away.
tone.
I like his house impression.
That's the one. As much as I like Benedict Cumberbatch, his American accent is so
That
weird.
yeah, that's.
It's
I would
just
not
probably my
mind. It's
biggest
probably a big
complaint.
thing for a lot of people if they just let him have his normal
It's too late for
accent.
that.
Like,
Get
yes,
over
it
it.
is too late for that.
Get over it. Make peace with it.
I noticed it
and
in
shut
Black
up.
Mass, but of course he's also trying to do like a Boston accent too.
Yeah.
But his American
I mean,
accent
yeah,
is
there's
so weird.
there's actors
such
out
a great
there-
such a great actor.
There are
but
yeah
it's so weird.
good actors where they'll focus too much on their
Yeah.
perfecting their accent and it's just not natural.
I
Yeah.
don't think
it
it's
just sounds
even really that good.
no.
Again, he's such a great actor, but
Yeah,
some people can't do it. I can't do I can't do
I'll-
impressions of any kind. Like, it's okay.
I'll wait for the movie to judge because we've only heard like 2 lines of dialogue.
still
And those might be the worst 2. Those
Well,
might be,
if you're really not that familiar with Benedict Cumberbatch,
those might be the worst 2 in the whole movie too. So
Fair enough.
hopefully.
if you're not really that, if you're not that used to hearing his like normal speaking voice,
just like how
it may not
Ghostbusters had
throw you
all
off
the
as
worst
much,
jokes in
but-
the movie in the trailer.
Did you see
Allegedly.
it?
No, but I know they did that.
But so I guess like you all like Jordan, what did you think about the second trailer? Did you like it more or less, or
I'm
about the
still-
same?
I thought it.
Uh,
Yeah, I
They're
guess it
both-
differentiated enough of itself.
I still like
for
the
me
I like the
from
first
Batman
one still
Begins.
because it was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Even though I know it's Doctor Strange,
Mhm.
I just like
I did like seeing
how
his full uniform.
this is really
Yeah.
this is very different for a Marvel film.
Yeah.
I think that's what
Yeah.
Of
excites
course,
me
you
the
get the
most.
shirtless scene.
Yeah.
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 I
You
mean,
have to.
you can't not do that.
You
Yeah.
can't be in a Marvel movie and not
Yeah, we get more of a
shirtless.
landscape and
Mhm.
outlook, I guess, of what we're going to be seeing.
And I like
in
that
the
they
second trailer.
they showcase more of Matt Mikkelsen as I think his name is
Yeah, that was
Caecilius.
cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize Dan
Uh,
Houston was going to be in it either. He
He's
should
always-
popped up. He pops up in little things, but he's
What?
really good. It's his name, isn't it? Danny Houston, something like that.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know what
I
you're
don't know
going
what
on
character
about.
he
Let's move to
was,
the next
so-
movie.
Let me look this up real quick. Just talk. Just talk.
Anyways,
Talk.
So
Dead
we're
air.
gonna wait.
Dead air.
We're waiting for
Oh
it.
yeah.
But
He's opening his phone.
we get to see
looking.
his little swirly hand things and he's like symbol
Yeah.
things that
This
propel
is
off his
the
hands.
worst
Those
filler
are
I've
cool.
ever heard.
I think
But,
it looks cool. Like he's got like little green glowy.
also like
circles.
that. It looks like they're changing Wong, who's like in the original like Steve Ditko Stan Lee comics. He's kind of like his manservant. Probably good they updated that.
So
and-
slave.
Yeah, more or less. Whereas now like
He's my man.
now it seems more like Wong will kind of be like
He's my man.
not even a sidekick, but kind of like like he'll kind of be helping guide Doctor Strange and like
Yeah, Danny
couldn't
Houston.
help
he's not in Doctor Strange.
Not Doctor Strange.
Who is that guy?
The one we haven't gotten to yet. Whatever.
Oh, how did Danny Houston come up then?
What are you doing?
'Cause I was just thinking about him. He's
You
a
could
good
have
actor.
you could have
Well,
said
you
that.
just
Yeah,
think
he's-
about
he's-
you just think about men that we aren't even talking about.
If they're good actors. We were gonna get to him. Whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know why you brought him up now.
All right.
You do look
Um,
excited over there.
He's a good actor.
But also, like, I love one of the last scenes you see, like, Doctor Strange, like, flip on his cape. And that was the coolest moment. I was like, yeah!
I guess I got a little ahead of myself. But
Yes, you
whatever.
did.
Very.
You jumped the gun.
Is it
You
back
did
up?
I did.
everything wrong, and you're a horrible person.
Yeah.
Is that different from
Yeah,
the other day?
I'm not sure how this will
No, I'm just saying,
rank. I
yeah.
guess, and
Yeah.
with all the superhero films we've gotten this year, it's gonna be.
It's actually... It's
It's not one where you can be like, it's gonna be
anticipated.
yes, or it's gonna be just pure garbage.
I will say I'm more intrigued to see it than I have
Yeah.
been in a while. 'cause
It's been my
it's
most
something
anticipated of the year.
different.
But that's-
definitely-
I'm
honestly a little
I'm
bit more-
interested.
I'm
I'm
honest-
still gonna see it.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're making it. I'm
yeah,
interested. I
I'm glad
guess
they're
is
kind
the
of
I'm more
word.
doing
interested
something
now than I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm
There's
more-
been a lot this year.
I'm more pumped for Suicide Squad, but that's also sooner. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more of your fun summer movie, where this is.
I'm
And I know more about those characters.
hesitant to get that excited about it. I hope it's really good. I'm more positive about Suicide Squad.
Doctor Strange does have that fall feel
fully
to
on
it.
Yeah, and I-
you don't need this in summer.
And I think that's actually a better idea to like put Doctor Strange in November,
I like it, the
whereas
slot
less
it's in now.
competition.
Yeah.
I mean, like I think it still would have done fine since Marvel in the summer,
But
but since the summer
we-
has been so jam packed with all these blockbusters left
it's going
and
to
right.
be several months to where we haven't seen any superhero
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah,
this
'cause-
will come back up and get people excited
right
again.
before Star Wars.
Yeah, this is a good
Yeah.
preview for the winter.
Yeah, and I think the movie will do well. Probably not as well as like some of the other
No.
Marvel movies, but I think it'll be.
I think it'll do better than Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I could see
I'll
that.
give
But I
it
think
that.
it'll be one of those things where like
I
it may
think
not
it'll be
be.
better than
Ant-Man was
Ant-Man.
just too weird for a lot of people. Because, I mean, there are a lot of people who...
Well,
I mean, I know...
I think Doctor
Jordan
Strange is
and I
gonna be
talked
a
about
lot
it after it
weirder
came
than
out,
Ant-Man.
like, they're just like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Ant-Man... Again, I think it was one of the weaker Marvel movies,
Damn
but
it.
I still liked it overall.
I wouldn't say it's one of the weaker ones. I just say it's middle of the road.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I guess I was more excited because
I mean, I liked Ant-Man
I
a
was
lot.
happy
I
with the
like- I
results.
really
I
like
wasn't
the
sure
current
how
comic
Paul
run.
Rudd
Yeah.
would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I like Paul Rudd a lot, I didn't
Was
know
one
if
of
he
my
could
favorite
actually
parts of Civil War,
do
oddly
well in
enough.
the role.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And I liked him better in Civil War
Yeah,
than
he was
the
really
entire
good.
Ant-Man movie.
I loved him in Civil War.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
I liked
I'm
Ant-Man
really,
a lot.
I'm
I mean,
really
it's not the
excited for
best
Doctor
Marvel one, but
Strange.
it's far from the worst.
I guess like before we
What's
move on
next?
to like DC, like they did announce they.
Danny Houston was in Wonder Woman. And he's a really good actor.
Who is that?
Why are you so focused on Danny Houston?
This is your lover now. This is your number one
Like
guy.
yes, he's a good actor,
If
but
he's as
just
good in bed as he is an actor.
This is Bay. Danny is
Just-
Bay.
Oh yeah, what do you guys
keep,
think about?
keep in your pants, Dave. We'll get to it.
Or don't.
Nice tint.
Yeah. Star Trek.
Oh, the Star
We're
Trek.
not on TV anymore.
There's some, I mean,
Whatever, we're
it
done
showed
with the
it showed
TV
the
stuff.
Discovery.
Yeah.
Sure.
But if I can get ahead
Well,
of
look,
myself, we can
look.
backtrack.
Well, look. I like the name Star Trek Discovery because it's gonna be the ship is gonna be the USS Discovery.
Yeah.
And that opening shot is
And that is all about
Do we know anything
Star
about
Trek.
the
It's
cast
Discovery.
yet? Or?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm just happy Star Trek's
Back on TV.
got another
sorta.
TV show.
Even though you gotta pay a subscription for.
Yeah.
There's other ways you can get around.
Hey, you can
What?
pay. There are completely
Well, no, like, okay,
legitimate
like-
ways you can watch it.
Yeah, you can watch it
without
illegally,
paying.
but here's my whole
No,
mentality.
I didn't say illegally.
Don't say that word.
Most people are gonna do that
Yeah.
because
Legitimate.
here's why.
Don't
Of course, they may wind up doing, I don't know if they will or not, a thing that seems like Star, Showtime, a lot of those things, yeah, well, they'll release the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like with some of these other
Free.
channels like Stars, they have like original programming to where they could. I think they can kind of justify that. Whereas like CBS, Star Trek will be their only streaming show.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know how much the streaming service will cost. Probably like $5.99, $7.99, something
Everything
like
is
that.
going that way.
If it's gonna
But
be that way,
it-
eventually we're gonna end up paying as
A
much as we do
ridiculous
for
amount.
cable
Yeah.
as we
We,
do
we
for
won't
all
have
the
For all
cable.
the different
Everything, all the
channels, yeah.
channels
But,
will
like-
be on different streaming.
And like I'm sure like hardcore Star Trek fans will gladly pay however much it is to get it. But like your average person.
Yeah.
You know, it's like now if CBS had other like streamable shows, then that would justify it a bit more. But it's like because I think they announced it's only gonna be 13 episodes,
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, I don't,
Yeah, but I mean, like-
I'm not on board with the whole 22
like
anymore.
5 to
Yeah.
like $7.99 or however
I mean,
much
if they
for
did it
like
the second
13
season,
episodes.
If I really like it, I'd be
Yeah.
okay with it. But they got to
I don't know.
Even so, I mean, I think that
It's
22
too
is
much
just so
dragging
much harder.
these
I think it's
days.
going to
Yeah.
be better when it's.
Even with
Oh, yeah.
sitcoms
Yeah.
or like shorter shows.
Yeah, no, I
But,
agree.
There's way too
Yeah, I
many
like-
filler
I don't know how they do
episodes.
it either.
For those of you who
It's
don't know,
insane.
I'm a huge fan of the Space Odyssey series. Of course, that started with 2001: A Space
Yeah.
Odyssey, and the Discovery is the name of the ship featured in that movie/book.
Yeah.
And the opening shot of this little teaser we get is very, very reminiscent of the opening shot of 2001: A Space
Yeah.
Odyssey.
So unoriginal.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you
Even
know,
Lord of the Rings took cues from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Drop the mic.
When Gandalf died and he went through that trippy star sequence, it's like very, very reminiscent of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Maybe to you. I didn't see it that way.
To everyone who's seen both movies,
I have. And
Yeah,
they're
same
not
thing.
just one Lord of the Rings movie.
it must. be.
anyways, let's not derail this.
Star Trek. Oh, one thing they have confirmed that it's going to actually have an overarching story through the episodes.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
going to be episodic.
Instead of just being episodic, yeah. So
Probably-
kinda,
probably a good move.
Kind of Deep Space Nine-ish, which is good because Deep Space Nine is my second favorite Star Trek series. The first
Never seen
being.
it.
Next Generation. was
You
my
would
favorite.
like it. It's very character driven.
I do like character-driven
Yeah.
things.
But I guess like
characters, what else do you
smaller
have?
movie news like Marvel is they released like some like Gladiator Hulk for
Yeah.
like Thor Ragnarok, which is pretty cool.
I'm excited to
Just
see
seen
that.
yet.
You haven't seen
It looks
Gladiator?
almost exactly like his Gladiator outfit he had.
I knew there
in
were going
Hulk.
to be Planet Hulk elements in
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
And then I think they released some other. I think like some other like just still like some artwork or something like that for Planet Hulk.
Spider-Man. They
Yeah, I saw
Vulture.
that.
Vulture
Okay,
got
yeah.
confirmed. They did show the concept art for it.
Michael Keaton confirmed as Vulture.
Not yet.
Back to Birdman.
They think.
I think it's.
They think.
I think that's a safe bet.
That's the yeah.
It's like,
that
so this is going to
yeah.
win me awards like that movie.
That's safe. It's safe to assume they
Absolutely.
just didn't come out and say.
I think
it.
they
Yeah,
also-
Inarritu, the direct.
I think they also confirmed who Michael B. Jordan's going to play in Black Panther, Killmonger, I think. And apparently, Lupita Nyong'o and Denai Guerrera from Walking Dead are like his bodyguards. Because Black Panther has like female bodyguards in the comics. I forget the name of like the bodyguard.
Movie.
Bodyguard
people.
1 and 2.
No, like they're called like a specific thing, like their order of bodyguards or whatever. But they're always like female bodyguards to protect the King of Wakanda. But anyways, I thought that was kind of cool.
Big
Then
names.
they showed like the logo for Guardians of the Galaxy
Volume 2.
2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I like it.
Yeah. Or
I've
no,
seen
no,
it.
I'm thinking of I think Thor Ragnarok is the one that looks all retro, like kind of 80s.
Yeah, the Thor specifically
Yeah.
is like yellow and
yeah.
Because it's really about Thor from that band Thor.
Yeah.
yeah, that may or may not be made up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's real.
But I think they did show like some. I don't think they showed footage, but I think they showed some like artwork or something like that for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah,
Or
and
like
they showed the new logo,
Yeah.
which I like.
yeah, looks really good.
Yeah, the other one was
It's going to be
neat,
hard to
but-
top the first one. Not logos, but movies.
No.
Yeah,
It is my favorite. As I've never said on this podcast, my favorite Marvel movie.
something me and Dave actually fucking agree on.
Yeah. The one thing in the world.
Yeah. It's almost as good a movie as Pacific Rim.
Let's not go.
Pacific Rim
Let's
is
not.
terrible.
Let's
It
not
was
go down
better.
this.
You brought something great, then you brought it right back down 5
Stop
seconds
derailing
later.
this podcast.
No.
So okay, let's move on to DC. Justice
Danny
League.
Houston. Will he also be appearing in Justice League?
I would say he's
Let's
probably
let's
dead.
cover Justice League first.
So-
Then we'll go to Wonder Woman. You can talk about Danny Houston
I feel
all
like
you
I've
want.
already like positioned.
You're his
to talk
biggest
about
fan.
Wonder Woman first. I
No,
might be.
we're not going to do that.
Might
We're going
be.
to talk about
Just
Justice
get
League
after
first because
We agreed on this formula beforehand. So
We
we're
did.
gonna follow it.
We didn't at all. but
I am the captain of this ship, and you will follow my
I will
orders.
turn this
I-
basement around.
It's my basement.
I can
You have
still turn it
you have
around.
no authority over my basement.
Can you?
I can do it.
I'd like to see that actually.
We were just talking
No,
about
I'm not gonna
Doctor
do it.
Strange. Get your
Yeah, get your
I have
Sense
Agamotto.
moving
get your
there.
Inception going.
It's a whole thing. I'm
Get your
tired.
green circles.
If I had the proper amount of sleep this morning.
But anyways, Justice League. What do
No
we think about
problem.
that overall from the teaser?
Generally optimistic.
Nah.
yay.
Okay, so Jordan's yay.
Does anyone have very strong emotions about it at all?
I'm generally optimistic.
Yeah.
Cautiously so.
Yeah, I'm more optimistic. I
Yeah.
think it's a step in the right
I'm more
direction.
positive about their catch-up game.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a better movie than Batman
Like,
v
it-
Superman.
I don't think the bar's very
I-
high at all there.
I don't think they've proved anything that it would
Like-
be better or not.
I just think that like, for better or worse, like it almost feels like a completely different like. It doesn't feel like a direct continuation of Batman v Superman from the tone of that little teaser.
And the tone change, I do have a problem with for a few reasons. One, I don't think the tone was the problem with Batman v Superman. It had many other problems.
The tone with
We've
Superman
gotten-
was the problem.
Yeah.
and other things, but
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, Superman shouldn't have been that dark.
And
No.
I think
Constipated and-
they gave in to critics way too easily, and they're just
They did.
going the complete opposite.
Warner
end,
Brothers have always been very like reactionary. It's
Well,
kind
you
of
saw
which I
like,
really don't care for because I'm like
You saw what happened with
the artist
Suicide
has
Squad.
specific vision. And I think they should just follow it through no matter what the criticism. But
I mean,
I understand there are a lot of politics in movie making.
Yeah.
and whatnot, but
I think they
I
could
hate
like.
that kind of.
They couldn't totally
complete
stick to their guns
180
though, after
reversal.
Batman.
Yeah,
No.
and I do think they.
Again, I don't think the tone was the problem, but
No, but I
it
think
seems
they
to
needed
people
partially.
They
It
needed to
wasn't
ha-
the
they
entire
did
problem,
for
but-
Superman.
They
Yeah.
did no. Well, I think as a whole.
Not in general, the general.
No, like I think as a whole, they needed to have more fun with that movie. Because that's what I want in all these comics. That's what I want in all
I
these
still
comic
wanted
book
it to have
movies.
the tone of dark
Yeah.
throughout, but you can throw in
Yeah.
more fun and some,
And-
you
'cause
know,
it's like-
some comedy.
They do need
it doesn't
something
need
to
to full blown
differentiate
be
themselves from
Marvel.
Well, yeah, they can still have fun in like Batman v Superman without it just being like dark up your ass, in your face, darkness,
like DC
brooding, we're all
has,
sad.
DC has humor in it. Batman has humor in it, but it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a dark, dry.
Yeah.
I wanted it to
sarcastic
be
kind of
dark,
humor.
sprinkling the humor
Yeah.
and fun
Yeah.
here.
Even
Whereas-
rather than Marvel is,
Yeah.
let's be fun and then we'll have to throw some
Yeah.
darkness in there. And
Whereas I
bring it
feel like
back up.
Batman v Superman was just all it's like no light, no levity aside from like that one. There's like two
I don't think it's
moments.
necessarily a bad thing.
I'm a friend of your sons.
They need to have some fun. Like that was one of my many
The
issues.
movie
It's like,
doesn't need
Not
to
everything
be.
has to be fun.
Well,
There needs to be. I'm not saying like
It
the
can be
whole movie.
good.
They
As
just,
you know, I
there
don't
needs,
care for fun.
You don't, but there needs to be some fun. Whereas like Batman v Superman was not really.
They just need to find that
fun.
perfect medium to
Yeah.
separate themselves from Marvel because I don't want them to be Marvel.
No.
As
No.
great as Marvel is,
No,
Yeah.
I
I
do
want
think-
them to have their own thing.
I
No.
do think with the variety of characters in Justice League, it does need to be a fun movie.
Yeah.
Justice
Which-
League needs to be more.
Which is
fun.
why they had to have that in the trailer.
Yeah.
But
I think it was- well-
it doesn't need it. It didn't come off in the best way, I guess.
Yeah.
My main problem was it's just too reactionary.
Well, again, that's
Is my main
always
issue
been
with
Warner
it,
Brothers'
but,
thing, especially with like the superhero properties, where someone's like, Superman's suit is too blue. They're kind of like, make it less blue, make it more purple, or whatever.
It's
Yeah,
just
I
a
guess
product
they,
of our horrible
they
social
didn't need
media
to be
generation.
so responsive, like you were saying.
That's my issue with it.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's one thing to listen to criticism,
But
it's
some,
another
but some
thing
of
to
it
just,
is they needed to,
Yeah.
just because of the total outlash from
Yeah.
Batman v Superman.
I mean, I don't think it deserved all the
No.
hate it got.
No, it was
some of it, but not
Again,
all.
I
of
give it a C, middle of the road. No, not C plus, not C minus.
Yeah.
Just a C.
B minus.
C, like just a C.
I still think you hate it more than you let on.
That's a whole other thing. But
Alright,
like,
so the Flash. The big
I'm
thing.
Did
in-
not
not care for it at all.
crazy about the Flash's
And
suit or Cyborg.
It's before you just assume that I hate Ezra Miller. I don't think it's really all his fault because I think it's written in a way that just screams Evan Peters, Quicksilver to me. Like they're just ripping that off.
Well,
They're
I think-
characters that run. Let's make him, and I'm sure we're gonna get some ridiculous fan service scene with him running and being all funny and stuff that
With
you
a-
guys will love.
I
And
mean, if
I
the-
will see it as the joke that it was.
I think Ezra is good. It's just he's being put in.
I think it's being written.
He's
He's
being put in a
being-
tough situation
Yeah.
because of the TV. Even with some Quicksilver talk,
Mm-hmm.
it's
I
he's
think
kind of
way too ripped up. They
he's
took
going-
that template and just.
by having this Flash appear later than all the other
Yeah.
versions. He's being put at a disadvantage. So even
I mean, I'll give him a
when
chance.
he's being himself,
Yeah.
it's gonna seem to some people that he's trying to act like Grant or
Yeah.
he's just copying. Like
Yeah.
he's not being himself.
I'll
That-
give.
yeah, I mean, that's
I
a
will
fair
give him a
point.
fair shot, but I don't
Which- yeah.
expect to like him more than the TV
Yeah,
Flash.
which I wasn't crazy about him in the trailer, but I'm also at the same time on board with having TV and movie Flash separate.
Yeah.
yeah.
It
Even
doesn't
though-
really bother me.
Like if they had Grant in it,
I don't really
I'm
care.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't really care either. It's just
Like,
it's not the worst
Tonally,
thing.
I don't. Again, back to tone. I don't. The show
Yeah.
and the movie
no.
doesn't mesh
Which I think
at all,
Grant
but-
he's works well for TV. I don't know how well he would be in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard
true.
to say.
I will
But-
say
And
I don't hate the
Yeah.
Flash costume because
I don't.
it's
I don't
very,
hate it, but
it's
I
in,
don't like
it's
it.
like
I don't hate it.
it's reminiscent of Injustice.
You kind of had to think
so-
they
A
would
little
do
bit,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and I like Injustice, so
Again, I didn't even really like the TV one that much to begin
Yeah.
with, and
It's gradually
kind of
improving.
grown.
I think
Yeah.
I think it can grow.
You got to
on
think
me.
about
Yeah.
the budget and stuff too. But, well, yeah, it grew on me. It
Yeah.
wasn't really that big an issue, but and I think Cyborg looks ridiculous.
yeah, I don't like Cyborg.
So
like,
CGI. It
Yeah, I
looks
think-
so off.
I think if they used a bit more practical
Spring Martian
effects,
Manhunter.
or bring more.
yeah, and again, I like
But-
Cyborg and the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
and even the comics. I'm like, why bring him up to the Justice League?
Yeah.
Again, I
it's
like
been that way
Martian.
for a while now, though.
Well, yeah, I never really liked it
Yeah.
that much in the
52.
comics
Yeah.
either.
But like, yeah, I guess that was my
It was like
biggest
the
issue with,
01, wasn't it, too?
because like Flash's
Right
suit
before.
looks more practical with, I'm sure, some touch-ups with CGI, whereas Cyborg is all
it just
CGI.
doesn't look very. I mean, I
Yeah,
hope
like-
they fix that. They won't.
Probably
before
not.
it comes
'Cause, I mean,
out, but it's
George Lucas'
just
favorite
not
character.
good.
But I just like
Well,
it is a
alright.
little off-putting because like it's only like this part of his you
Yeah.
can't see me demonstrating,
That's
but
probably
like
why
this
they
part of
didn't
his
show him
face.
much.
Yeah.
Um,
Granted, this is a very,
we have to show
very
him
early
looks-
trailer.
I know, but
And
but I
the-
still
We still got over a year.
the effects are going to undoubtedly be polished up
Yeah.
before we see it.
But I
wouldn't
still-
say I mean,
I would say
plenty of
undoubtedly.
times where you
Especially
see
when-
horrible CG that doesn't.
But
get
like okay,
fixed.
here's
Especially with all the Warner Brothers being reactionary.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it with Green Lantern. It didn't help, but they did it.
But my thing is still the fact that like you know I'm sure they'll polish it up and it will look better, and even if it looks really good, I'm still kind of like it looks good, but I think
I just don't
I think
care
there's
enough
just too much.
about the
practicality.
character, honestly. I
I
mean,
think he's too mech. It just
I like
seemed like
these
it
other
really
characters
all
better.
you see of the actor is like half that.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the comic, like you see his arm. You know,
Yeah.
he's not completely.
yeah,
He's not just half a face.
Yeah.
In a mech suit.
he's fine, but I'm
Yeah.
more interested in
Martian.
the bigger,
Yeah.
the bigger characters.
Yeah, I
so.
mean, again, like I was really bummed out when they, because apparently like David S. Goyer, like I guess when people were asking, him, it's like, how come Martian Manhunter? He's like, I don't know, I think Martian Manhunter would be kind of hard to believe or something like that. It's like, oh yeah, because a guy from Krypton,
Yeah.
we can accept that, but it's like, yeah, he's from Mars. People are like,
Oh, because he's
uh,
green.
It's because he's
ISIS.
Because he's green.
yeah, and he's telepathic. I can't suspend my disbelief there, David S.
Even though he's
Goyer.
basically the same character.
There'd be
as
more
Vision.
positive reaction if it was Martian
Yeah.
Manhunter.
Yeah.
And
That's
like,
something DC needs.
that was paraphrasing,
Positivity.
but like,
Yeah.
And Green Lantern is absent for some reason.
yeah. I
don't
feel like
think-
they're still trying to
I
distance
don't
themselves
know.
from the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is I mean, we've seen it enough times now.
I'm ready for Green Lantern to come
Oh,
back
yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Especially
I
like
miss him.
you know,
You know
get some
what a
Jon Stewart in there.
critical failure. I would love to see Jon Stewart of Daily Show fame come into the DC universe. But,
Obviously.
Yeah.
but anyway, I mean, with Daredevil, you know how bad Daredevil was.
Yeah.
And then Marvel brought him back and did it right. I think
Yeah, but there's
we've
enough.
seen it
there's
enough
more.
times where
It's time.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
people are
DC is
accepting
time.
like, okay, they're giving it another shot.
I think he'll be in part
I'll give
2.
you another shot.
I wouldn't be surprised
Possible.
if maybe there's some kind of like reference or something like that. Maybe not even a cameo,
Yeah,
but
well,
maybe
I
like
was
think
some
they
gonna
are.
say-
reference.
I was
I think
gonna
they
say
are
maybe,
scared
yeah.
to bring it back.
Maybe
Yeah.
a cameo or like you see a picture or some type of
I
reference.
mean, I think
at
the
end
best
of
way to
part
do
one.
it is sort of just you bring in Idris Elba or somebody, Jon Stewart.
It's gonna be Tyrese.
No, I want Idris Elba.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna
could
be
really
Tyrese.
see it being
Idris
Tyrese.
Elba
I'd
can't
like
be
it to be
everyone.
Idris,
He can
but
be everyone he wants to be.
Okay,
It
so
could be
gonna
Danny
be
Houston.
Tyrese. I'm not saying it's my first choice, but it's gonna be Reese.
I honestly wouldn't even mind them bringing in Jessica Cruz.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that'd be kind
I
of.
think
We're a ways away from
Oh
that.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're several years away from that, but I'm
Like,
I wouldn't
I-
and
totally
then
rule
I
it
think
out.
you could kind of mention Hal Jordan
Yeah.
here and there, and then if you establish that,
Have a
well,
Ryan
if people
Reynolds
like,
cameo.
yeah.
But I think like with
Then
Bring back
have-
Ryan Reynolds.
Who would we want to see? Is
Ryan Reynolds
Jordan?
as Deadpool, but he's dressed in Green Lantern, so he's really confused.
that's kind of hard because like
Oh, wrong.
you know Chris Pine was my first choice to play Hal Jordan, but now he's Steve Trevor.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, Dave.
And whatever his name is that you've been filleting all night.
Not even Chris
How can you
Pine,
not
it's this
remember
other
him?
guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know who I'd cast as Hal Jordan. Because I mean, Ryan Reynolds was not a bad choice.
It
It's
really
just
was.
the-
He was
just-
not the
just-
problem with
You
that
just
movie.
couldn't.
Yeah, it's just-
you can't bring him back now because
Yeah.
he's Deadpool, and then
Yeah.
just
And also the
it would have been such a negative reaction because people just associate.
I don't
with
know.
him.
I'd have to
It's
think
gonna
about that.
suck if he comes
ask
back.
me
Unless-
ask me later on Twitter, people, and
Unless
I'll give
Ryan
you a
Reynolds just
response.
becomes the poster boy for like going back to a role that
Maybe.
he did before in a bad movie and
Maybe.
making good.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Give me one more shot.
Yeah.
Again,
Like-
he wasn't the problem.
No.
with that movie.
No.
Who else is left of this type age? Like Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, they've really
That's it?
grabbed
Of
up
these- of
everybody.
the- I know, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
And
of
I
these
don't see
30
Gosling
year-olds.
doing it.
Just
these-
get all the Ryans
Yeah.
together, have them fight to the death, and the
'Cause-
winner gets to be Green Lantern.
Because there's only a
And the
few
loser
left
gets
like
to be-
him.
Yeah.
Leo said he doesn't really want to
Yeah.
do superhero
I think
stuff.
he's probably really the one actor
But like
anymore.
of these guys from that
that'll be the
30 to
worst career movie you can
40-year-old
make.
range, where they're like running out.
Yeah.
Because it's
So-
proved by The Revenant, I think Leonardo DiCaprio may be the last actor who can draw an audience just by being in a movie.
Yeah,
Maybe
'Cause
The
I
Rock.
think that era is dead now. I
Well-
wouldn't even say that.
but that's for a different reason.
Yeah.
That's more
Yeah.
like a Schwarzenegger.
I think
type.
even,
Yeah.
even now he's still more of a supporting role.
The Rock.
I see.
Seems
what,
like lately.
I see
No.
what you're going for, but not
Just,
exactly.
just from Fast
Not
8.
on his own. He's never. What has he been?
Like
Has he been the main star that has done like
San Andreas
Marvel?
did pretty good money,
San
and
Andreas.
that movie was dumb. Like it was a fun dumb movie. Like I enjoyed it. For
But
what
what
it
else?
was.
Like, I mean, he's in things that he'll pop up in ensemble movie like Fast and
I
Furious.
mean, he did a lot of his first
Do
movies
some
though were
comedy
starring
with Kevin
roles.
Hart.
Yeah, but also like
Scorpion
he's
King,
like if you look at
Doom,
like
Walking Tall.
if you look
Nothing
at what-
against him, but I don't know what he's like.
well,
He's
like
been the main draw that people have gone just to see The Rock.
I think the Fast and Furious movies
Again,
have
nothing
given him a
against
lot
him.
of. But like if you look at
people, but yeah,
I
he
think
does
he's
get a
got-
lot of,
I
like,
mean,
He's gotten
he
to
didn't
be a
play.
much better actor.
He didn't
Yeah.
play second fiddle to Kevin Hart in Central Intelligence. They're both
Didn't see
kind of.
it.
yeah, but also like if you look at
stars.
No,
all
again,
the,
he's not. Yeah, he's it's a team thing.
Yeah,
he's not
but he's
the
not
star.
like the secondary role
No.
though. He still shared
But, like,
the
if-
co-lead.
but like if you look at
Well,
like
yeah.
all the projects he's attached himself to, like supposedly still Shazam's happening. He's still going to be in that. I don't think it's going to happen.
I
But
don't see why you're
supposedly,
so against it.
I'm not against it. I just I don't see it happening. But supposedly,
Shazam.
he's still going to be in Shazam. He's going to be in Doc Savage. He's going to be in like some books that are based off the same guy that wrote The Bourne
He's going to be in books.
movies.
He's gonna be in books.
He's
Like,
done kids movies.
Yeah.
I think he's done with the kids movies for a while. Although no, he's
That was
actually
just
going to
to
be in
get-
Moana.
That was just to get him like.
Yeah, he's in some animated.
Yeah.
That was to get him started. He did because he did like Scorpion King,
Mhm.
Doom,
Yeah.
did some kid stuff. Then he came out with like
He actually,
Faster.
he
Yeah.
actually used to be a
Snitch.
professional wrestler.
Yeah.
Believe
Whatever.
that?
But basically, like he's attaching himself to like all these big, like kind of potential properties because
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Because we need another one of those.
It's weird that that's getting rebooted, but I'll
It
see
is.
it.
But yeah, I don't remember how we got on the Rock, but
Because I
Hal
proposed a
Jordan.
theory that Leonardo DiCaprio
Oh, okay,
is
yeah, right,
really
right,
the
right.
only big actor who
Yeah.
can draw people just because he's in a movie.
Yeah.
I think
So who
people
do we want as
don't
Hal
go.
Jordan?
People do go to see movies because of certain actors, but I don't think
I
by
think-
and large people will go to see something in a theater, pay theater prices
no, I agree.
just because, and it's going to be a huge box office smash
Yeah.
just because of one actor.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
They're
I think Leo,
very few.
and I think Leo attaching himself to a franchise is probably the worst career move he can make
Yeah, I get that.
because he will, and by if
So
they
Hal
lose
Jordan.
that status. Because with these Marvel, DC movies and stuff, people aren't going to see the actors; they're going to see the characters.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I still don't know who I'd cast as Hal Jordan.
That's why I said if they're wanting to get a big time name already.
Yeah, there's I mean,
there's
Marvel are
slim
just snatching people up left
You know?
and right. Like even people you wouldn't expect, like Jeff Goldblum. Like I was kind of like, what? They got Jeff Goldblum? Yes.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. Like they're just snatching up all these great actors. They're kind of like,
I mean-
who do we not have yet? Get them,
Yeah,
and them.
Power Rangers isn't Marvel, but just getting Bryan
Yeah,
Cranston
Bryan Cranston.
just speaks for
Yeah.
what kind of
Aaron Paul,
money they're trying to throw.
Hal Jordan. I don't really see.
No.
I love Aaron Paul, but I don't.
Yeah.
really
I could see him
in
as
the
Not
role.
Kyle
that
Rayner.
role.
Almost.
I don't really.
I'm not
want
opposed
say
to
I
it.
can see that.
He
Yeah, I can
wouldn't
see
be
that
my
more
first
than-
choice.
No,
for
he
Kyle
wouldn't,
Rayner,
yeah.
but I could see
If
it.
they picked him, I'd be like, okay.
I'd give him a chance. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Aaron Paul.
Steve Trevor. Just have him and Chris Pine switch.
But okay, let's move on to your favorite,
Danny
Dave.
Houston.
In Wonder Woman.
I didn't realize he was going to be in Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
He's
I think-
a great actor who pops up. In,
Who is he?
I see him in
Pops up
random
in your
things here and
dreams.
there. Also in my dreams. And he's a really good actor. I think he's
No,
underrated.
he's great in
He's
everything.
excellent. in-
What has he been in that I would know?
He
You would know.
played William Stryker
Yeah.
in the terrible Wolverine Origins movie.
Well, that's not helping.
But he was good in it.
Yeah, he like
The
again. he's-
movie was awful.
Yeah,
but
he was.
good.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Oh, you're thinking of Liev Schreiber.
But he's good in everything too.
What else has he done that's like even?
The you would know.
Yeah.
Magic City with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which you didn't see. Really good though.
I don't
still
see
haven't watched it.
things.
It's really good. I watched the first season.
I like
but-
Jeffrey Dean Morgan too. I think he's also underrated, but he's slowly getting bigger.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other
I
things.
want to
Danny
see him
Houston's
as
You don't
the
wanna
White
know.
Batman.
Yeah.
Because he's one of those actors where like he's done so many different movies, but he's usually like a smaller
Yeah,
role
he's not-
supporting.
he
He's
doesn't-
basically a character.
Then you go
actor.
look at his filmography, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
157,000 things.
Yeah, just Google him, and you'll probably be like that guy.
I don't care enough.
But Wonder Woman was probably my favorite trailer. Of,
It was mine.
Like the
Of the
Comic Con
day.
trailers.
I like Blunt Talk the best.
Still
Still
haven't
in
seen
the
one.
trailers?
Talking about superheroes.
Yeah,
Whatever.
comic stuff, Dave. That's what we're all
I mean,
about.
Patrick
What-
Stewart's a superhero to you, but
Yeah,
And he was in the X-Men movies.
Oh yeah, whatever.
but Yeah, I really like Wonder Woman. Like it really surprised me like how
I thought
costume.
I thought her-
That, right?
yeah.
I
It
thought
was a lot
her-
brighter.
I thought her solo movie would be okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I like Gal and
Yeah.
BBS, but after seeing that trailer, I was like,
Yeah.
definitely pumped for
Oh, yeah.
this movie.
I
coming
think
out.
she is too skinny.
Do you really?
No, I think
like,
people who think that are
She's
retarded.
just right.
She
He
really
voiced
is.
General Lane in Flashpoint, the movie of Flashpoint.
Oh, neat.
That's probably something you would know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Um,
Poseidon in Wrath of the Titans
that was a terrible movie, but he was again
and
good in
Clash
that.
of Titans.
Yeah.
Neat.
What else have you seen?
But,
More
I did-
things than you, but not many.
I did really like. Again, they had a little bit of humor, like in this trailer, like when
It fits Wonder Woman.
you know, Chris.
Steve.
Yeah. I was gonna call him Chris Trevor.
Steve Pine,
Steve Pine.
Chris
whatever.
Trevor.
But like when
Captain
he was,
America.
you know, when he was kind of like, oh,
As
you
I
never,
told Dave, you have to have a joke in every trailer.
yeah. But he's kind of like, oh, you never
You don't
seen.
have to. They do it anyway.
It's like, have you never seen a man before? Like, what about your father? She's like, oh, I was created by Zeus, and he's like, oh, that's
That one I
neat.
thought actually worked. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Jigglypuff.
But also, I thought that was like cool, and you kind of see her, you know, climbing out of the trenches, and like all those like soldiers shooting at her. She's just like blocking it with her shield,
Yeah.
just all badass like. And then the scene where you actually see her like using the lasso.
Last
Yeah.
year looked pretty cool.
I want the invisible jet.
Probably not gonna
I
get that.
want it.
Yeah. I'm not opposed
Like
to
I
it.
did actually watch
It's
the.
not going to make or break the
Give it
movie
to
for
me.
me, but I'd like to see it.
Yeah, it's not gonna make or
This-
break the movie,
this
but
may-
I want it.
This may or
in
may
a
not
later
reassure
movie.
you.
I'm
but
sure there'll be some dumb joke about it. but-
I did watch the Comic-Con panel of Wonder Woman, and one of the fans did ask, it's like, are we going to see the invisible jet? And they were like, well, it's not in this one, but they were like, it might show up later. But then I think Chris Pine was like, well, it's invisible, so you wouldn't know. So it could be one of those things where it's in the movie. It's in the movie the whole time, but we just don't know about
Maybe
it.
it's there.
She's
They didn't,
literally
they didn't want to
tired,
give it
so-
away in the trailer. Like
Everyone
other
is in
movies.
it the
Yeah.
entire movie. The entire movie takes place
Yeah.
in the invisible jet. We just never knew it was that big a jumbo jet.
Yeah, but also that really cool
It's,
scene where she's fighting those guys in that looks like a warehouse or something like that. Just like
Because
using
all the best
shield.
fight scenes are in warehouses in
Yeah.
DC movies.
Yeah, like just like sliding around on the shield, like beating people left and right, using the lasso and whipping people, forcing them to tell the truth.
I guess that's why I'm feeling pretty good about DC right now,
Yeah.
since the next movies are
I
Suicide
don't
Squad
think
and
they're.
Wonder Woman.
I don't think they're necessarily going to just like jump in next year and just be the best thing
No,
ever.
no, no.
But
But just
I
to
think
get a
they're
solid
getting there.
foundation.
They're
to
working their
pick
way
up
up.
the slack from
They
Batman v
could,
Superman.
or they could not. I mean, I'm really not convinced either way.
I'm not
I'm actually-
convinced. I'm
After
just like,
seeing Wonder Woman trailer, I'm more positive
Yeah.
about it.
I'm
So, like-
optimistic. I'll say that. I'm not.
Yeah.
like, I'm not.
I'm actually
positive.
really looking forward to it.
I'm just
to be
kind
honest.
of waiting
Yeah.
for them to prove themselves.
Because after, like, I mean, I like pretty much all the trailers, but
Do I
the
hope
Wonder
they're
Woman,
all really good? Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Will they be? I don't know.
but the Wonder Woman though was the one where like when I finished watching the trailer, I was like, damn, that looks
I guess
really
'cause-
good.
I wasn't expecting that much
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah, I still do. It doesn't. I can't really tell how much of like. It almost seems like maybe Chris Pine's gonna kind of be doing the heavy lifting acting wise because and Gal Gadot from an acting
Judging from the
standpoint,
trailer, it
really
looks like
carry a movie by herself.
it looks
I
like
don't
she's
know.
actually a lot better
Yeah.
than. I mean, granted, we didn't see a whole lot of her in Batman v Superman.
Is it kind of the thing where it's
But-
sort of written to her,
I
to
think
her strengths?
She's been doing a lot more that outside of
Yeah.
superhero stuff.
Again, I'm not really
so
familiar
it's-
with her.
I think she is improving. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, she's only 31, so she's
I've
got.
never really seen her, so I don't know. If
long.
she, besides
She hasn't done a whole
Superman,
lot. I
don't
mean,
really know if she's
she only
a good
got
actor or
famous
not.
from Fast and Furious.
She could be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like in the other films she's been in, she hasn't had a huge role, but
Yeah.
she's been fine.
Yeah, but I think I would hope that that again one of the reasons why they picked her to be Wonder Woman and lead a film is because it's like okay, she may not be like the
She's
best.
hot.
Yeah.
She is pretty hot. And looks
Good
great.
night.
It
in
was
Wonder Woman
it
too.
That's all you
was
need.
it was smart to not have a huge name already be
Yeah.
associated with her.
And she is exactly the same height as Linda Carter. And
Who would
only-
win in a fight?
Probably, well,
Right now, gal.
No, even
hope
like
so.
even if Linda Carter was in her prime, I would say gal. She was like in the Israeli army, so she knows
That's
like
true.
She's tough.
yeah.
That's true. She actually does know how to fight.
Yeah.
And she's only 10 pounds lighter than Linda Carter, so shut up about all that
That
shit.
was never an issue.
No, for me either.
My main issue was just her acting, so I wasn't sure what to expect. Like, I was like, she could maybe bulk up a little bit,
You
eat a
like
couple
that accent?
cheeseburgers. She does a really nice accent.
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I also.
Yeah, well, I mean, I
think
like that
she's-
too, just from the perspective of like, why would an Amazon be
She talk like you and I.
American?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Wonder Woman. I think this is the only one where we're like all kind of collectively nothing really negative.
I mean, you got Danny Houston.
Tell us about Danny Houston, Dave.
This
I
is
think
your
you told us
chance
enough.
to
Yeah, to finally.
I think we already covered
love
it in
fest him even more.
No.
Oh, so now when we want you to tell us more, you're like, no, it's okay. We
Yeah, 'cause
got
I'm-
it.
You just like him when he's not that well known. Now he's getting well known amongst the group. He's like, he's not that cool anymore.
Fucking hipster.
What?
Why don't
what
you go
is-
shave the sides of your head and dye the rest of your hair like blue or something?
I just might.
But before that, tell us about
Okay.
Danny Houston, Dave.
You've been
He's a great
trying.
actor. He's been. I've said all the things I wanted to say about him.
But now you have the spotlight to go like
Go
go
nuts.
This
Just-
is another
yeah.
podcast within a podcast, the Danny Houston Spotlight.
Podception.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great actor. I don't think he gets.
You're inception.
Trying to give
Go
the
ahead.
perception like you guys are way louder, and I'm talking and telling, but you can't hear me because whatever. I'm trying to create a story within this thing.
Anyway.
He's a great actor. I like him in all the like myriad of things I've seen him pop up in. I always thought he deserved more attention than
Sounds
that he
good.
got.
I agree.
All right.
I don't like that he's don't really know what character he's playing or anything.
So since we're
I
on,
think there's speculation he's going to be Ares.
That could be cool.
Because I think originally they were looking at Sean Bean and
That would also be cool.
I think Eva Green
so he would die
to be the villains.
So we know Ares is gonna
That
die.
would also be cool.
Probably.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably the reason they're like, well, if we cast
He's
Sean Bean,
typecast now.
Yeah.
he does the character. Well, it's in the script. He does die,
Yeah.
so everybody will know we can't cast
But-
Sean Bean.
I also like the fact that it
should've
seems like
been
they're
Thomas
using
Wayne.
more of like the New 52 origins where she was like she's a demigoddess instead of like made from clay, which
Yeah.
it's kind of lame. Like
It's classic.
It's a little bit
Sure.
more
Classic.
inventive than. Well, she was in this radioactive accident,
Well, that's like all
like some
Marvel's
toxic
origins.
waste spilled on.
DC's
the
origins
ground.
are more
And she became
creative,
Wonder Woman?
whereas
That-
Marvel's just kind of like nuclear waste, explosion, gamma radiation, bam.
Cosmic rays.
Yeah, cosmic rays.
It was a simpler time. It's
It was
like,
an
True.
accident.
But it looks like they're adding a little bit of like pre-New 52 origin, like the kind of classic. Which actually
movies
one
are
thing,
not solely based on New 52.
no, which
Yeah, they kinda
I think they need to kind of add a little bit of both because there's a lot of good stuff in New 52 and a lot of
It's all
you
Frank
know.
Miller.
I'm glad
If
they
we don't
kind of-
see
All
New
DC
52
stuff is
live
Frank
action,
Miller.
let's go to animation.
But also like that at the end of the trailer you see like Etta Candy, who for those of you who don't know was like Wonder Woman's like sidekick back in like the 40s. It was kind of like this chunky, like spunky sidekick where I don't know. I just thought that was kind of
The
cool.
whole
that they
scene
even-
was a little too.
Captain Bucky.
It was
It was a
little
little
bit.
too on the nose.
It was-
SJW for me, but
I just thought it was,
I'm the one who has the big issues with that, and it didn't ring true to me. So
well, again, I want to see a female character showing me that she can do anything, not just telling me.
yeah.
And that seems to be just like very on the nose dialogue. Like, you think I can't do this because I'm a woman.
Maybe
Well,
she's
shit, why don't you just shut up and like just do it?
Well, maybe she's a parody of that, and maybe she doesn't actually do anything.
Possibly. Well, we have yet to see. But,
Yeah.
So, what's left? Justice League action. We watched that. Did we watch
We
it?
watched the trailer.
Well, yes.
looks
Then things back on television.
yeah.
Yeah, it is a little bit more Brave and the Bold than Justice League Unlimited. I like both, so
I
I'm
haven't
fine
seen
with
a
it.
ton of Brave and the Bold.
Since it's
Yeah, right.
aimed towards kids of a younger age, I'm not really
You're not as hard
having.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not having that much issue with the artwork. If it was
Yeah.
over, I mean, I'm not
I
a
don't
huge
think
fan
there's
of that
anything
artwork, but
special about it.
for
I
what
don't
they're
think it
aiming
sets
at,
itself
it's fine.
apart,
And
but-
having
Yeah.
Conroy in it,
I'll give it a shot. Yeah,
Yeah,
Conroy,
Conroy and
Hamill.
Hamill are in it, so
yeah, if
we'll
they
watch
weren't
it.
going to be
It's a big selling
in
point
it,
for
I
me.
probably would maybe get to it, but
It's really about
I
all we need.
wouldn't
Yeah.
make the effort right away.
Yeah. Well, I have heard
And I
that,
like that we are seeing a lot more a lot of different characters that we didn't really see a lot of in the Justice
Firestorm,
League.
Elastic
Even in
Man.
Unlimited, when you had like everybody, they
Although
weren't really featured.
a lot of these characters were in Brave and the Bold. Firestorm, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I do
And
like that we're seeing some
Elastic
more of
Man.
those that
Yeah.
we haven't seen for a while.
When are we gonna get our Firestorm movie?
2030.
2022.
He's,
Okay.
as far as I know, not been introduced in the movies at all.
Yeah.
Or their plans.
Well, he's in the show.
Well, yeah, he's in the
First,
Flash,
let's just
but
get Green Lantern back.
Yeah. Let's get Martian Manhunter in the DCEU
Yes.
before
Yeah.
Firestorm or some of these
Please.
other obscure characters.
Get a good GL and
Yeah.
bring
Martian
Martian.
Manhunter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Just have Matt Damon be Martian Manhunter. He already is a Martian. So.
Well, he's got to be Robin.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Jiminy Jillikers, Batman.
What if
All
he's
right,
Jason?
Matthew McConaughey.
What if he's Jason Todd?
Jiminy
Oh my
Jillikers.
God!
if Matt-
It's Jason
Alright.
Todd.
What if Matt Damon is Jason Todd?
Jason Todd?
If
Bourne?
Jared Leto isn't already Jason Todd,
Jason Todd.
He
Bourne.
is, so it's okay.
he
I-
might be.
I-
So
because
it's a valid
yeah,
theory.
'cause-
but
Actually, I would prefer him not to be Jason Todd.
Matt Damon or Jared Leto?
Both.
If you had to choose.
I would prefer Matt Damon just so that way there isn't the whole thing of like Jason Todd being the Joker, and then it's kind of like, well, what happened to the real Joker? And then I don't know.
45-year-old
It
man
was
wearing
Jack
a red hood.
Nicholson.
Honestly, wouldn't
He
have a
got-
problem if there wasn't a real Joker. Like this is just like something did happen to Jason Todd. Batman wasn't there, and this is just kind of what
Yeah.
he became. I wouldn't mind if that was their Joker
Look what
origin
you've
story.
done.
I don't know.
And if it's not, I really don't care if it is or isn't. I think that'd be kind of a cool, sort of different origin story for the Joker.
Well, what if there's 3 Jokers?
I think that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Jack Nicholson cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's move on to what
Resurrect.
we're gonna experience before we wrap this up.
A new segment on the podcast.
Yeah, we've never done this
Nice
before.
We've never done this as a segment.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Well, it's like officially as a segmented thing where we do intro music and someone announces it in an announcery type voice.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of budget.
Whatever.
So
No.
wants to start us off with what they're
I actually have a
experiencing.
sort of Comic-Con thing, and
Okay.
also I read Starfire.
What'd you think of it?
One could argue that's sort of a Comic-Con thing.
It is a comic thing.
What are at Comic Cons typically?
Well, it's a comic written by Amanda Conner, so there you go. It was alright. Since I had read a bunch of Harley Quinn before, I think it's kind of a rehash of that. That was my only thing. So it's like, I liked it, but...
I think she did that before.
Yeah, she did Harley Quinn.
So
no,
technically,
no, you're wrong. She did Harley Quinn first.
did she?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, she
she started Starfire in the DCU.
Yeah,
Thing.
Harley Quinn started during New 52.
Yeah.
So,
Was it?
yeah.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah,
Princess.
you're incorrect about something. But yeah, it's
Hey, first time for everything.
it's more or less the same like premise as the first volume or so of Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
It's quirky, kind of innocent-ish character moves to a new place and tries to start a life for herself, and then some things happen.
Mhm.
If you've read one, I'd say I recommend almost don't read the other because you'll be kind of mad that they're so similar. I wasn't mad. It's just I did
Disappointed.
like, not even disappointed. It's just like I like Starfire. Just felt too similar.
You read it and then
Yeah.
put it down and
Felt like
That's
I've
it.
already done it. I felt like I'd already read it before.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And the other thing I have, which actually is Comic Con related, I watched these. I think it was at Comic Con. I watched Sega's like big Sonic live stream thing, and it was kind of painful to watch.
Do tell.
Well, I'm part of this.
Is this another Reverend Space rant?
Not really. It's more of just like a Reverend Space, like. Man.
Okay.
We're
But,
in space sigh.
Yeah. I'm part of this very specific group of masochists called fans of Sonic games. Yeah, it was
Very specific.
Yeah, I missed like the first half hour of it, but apparently there was just this really weird, cringy band called Hyper Potions doing a thing for like
Oh, yeah.
30 minutes.
They heal
I'm
your
sure.
Pokemon.
what I
Supersonic. Why wasn't that religion there? Just playing that song over.
That would have been better
because they lost their great drummer.
To Avenged Sevenfold.
they'll be fine.
Yeah, they
but
will.
I mean, they've been around for
R.I.P.
30 plus years.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
but yeah, after that,
R.I.P.
after,
Show some respect for the Rev, please, and not you.
I am. Okay, after that thing that I didn't even witness happen, they announced a new game called Sonic Mania, I believe it was called, which is basically like a remake, sort of old Sonic games, that kind of gameplay style and look to it. Literally, it's like sprites and 2D, pixelated sprites of that kind.
I can dig it.
Looks interesting. And then Crush 40, the band that has made a huge amount of Sonic music since '99, performed for about an hour. And all right, anyone who's ever had a relative die, and like they're off life support, you're just kind of waiting. There's that period where it's sad, and then after that, it just gets kind of like you're just kind of bored and waiting. And that's how I would describe the hour of Crush 40 playing. It was really just watching them die a slow death on stage.
So
Right.
that
Yeah.
old,
But then they announced Sonic's coming to that Lego Dimensions game. That looks pretty cool.
it seems I just have a hard time picturing Sonic as a Lego
It
that looks good.
looks all right, but the gameplay for it looks actually pretty cool. And then they did a bunch of other stuff that I just stopped watching for a while because I was like, there's a costume contest. They're crossing over with Hello Kitty. I'm gonna skip all this, and I just waited till the end showed up, and they're doing another Sonic Generations type game, and I'm like, okay, that looks cool. So all in all, it was miserable to watch, but I'm more or less excited for all the things they announced.
Okay. Jordan, what about you?
TV show I'm going to recommend. It's only a few episodes deep right now on HBO. It's called The Night Of.
I've heard good
It's
things.
You can check it
I
out.
think 8-episode miniseries. It's about a young Pakistani man living in New York who wants to go out with some friends, and he's on his way to a party, meets this young girl. They kind of have a night together. He goes to her house. They drink, do drugs, that whole sort of college type thing.
I'm in.
Yeah.
He wakes up not kind of knowing where he is just from the night before, and he goes upstairs to find her, and she's killed, blood everywhere all over the bed. He doesn't know what happened. He's panicking. Some neighbors see him leaving, so he gets pulled over for reckless driving, and then cops figure out kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
So all the evidence is stacked against him. So you've got to figure out what all happened, and it's been pretty interesting so far.
Sounds interesting.
John Turturro's his lawyer, so he's fun.
Another really underrated actor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In all seriousness,
So I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but I
how many episodes?
think
are
they're gonna
there?
do 8.
Well, I mean, how many have they aired already?
3.
Three.
Yeah, it just happened yesterday. So yeah, it's kind of got that mystery feel to it, and it's got the racial profiling because he's
Kind of figured there was going to be
yeah,
an
that's
element
a
to
big thing that's playing against him too. So you're trying to figure out
Especially
while
this
he
day and
is, because
age,
he doesn't
too.
know what happened.
Yeah.
So I would recommend that. And then to experience, there's a movie coming out in September called The Woods, horror movie. Trailer was awesome.
Been hearing things.
And then
Isn't that Blair
yeah,
Witch?
that Blair Witch sequel is what it really is. They kept
Is
it
it
under wraps.
really though?
It's
Or are they
a
just like
spin-off, I guess.
we could spin this?
It's a
Because nobody's-
technically there was a
well,
spin-off that wasn't
10
very
Blair
good,
Witch Lane.
but yeah, kind of.
Well, here's
The
thing though. I think I was reading something the other day that like technically horror movies make the most profit
Yeah.
because they usually have the lowest budget.
Yeah, a lot of these like horror movies
like
that they
the-
spit out
yeah.
are like $5 million
I watched
and
the
make their
trailer
budget back
before.
And
in
then
a
make
weekend.
so much money.
Yeah.
Like their profit margins
Yeah.
are like even bigger than
Yeah.
Marvel's.
Yeah.
They don't make as much money.
Yeah, but, like,
Technically.
yeah,
That's why The Witch was successful. But
Just need to see that.
yeah, because I watched the trailer for The Woods before they announced it was Blair Witch, and I was like, wow,
Did you
this
get
looks
the
really
sense
good.
from it?
Yeah,
Blair
because
Witch
I was
or-
like, this is like this decade or this things Blair Witch.
Because I
and
didn't
then
really believe that.
two
at
or
first. It was
two or
just
three
like, you
days
just slapped
later,
a
they're
different
like,
name
yeah,
on
we
it
kept
for
it secret
publicity.
for this long. We're
Yeah.
surprised we did. It's actually a Blair Witch sequel. So
Is it found footage?
yeah,
That's probably not that hard to.
I'm not a
'cause it's
huge
such
fan
a-
of those, but
Yeah.
It's such a big
based
thing
off the
now
trailer alone,
that-
I was sold on it. So
that I feel like
I'm looking forward to that
wouldn't
next
be that
month.
hard to hide it.
It's been a good year for horror.
What about you, Dave?
Really struggling to think of anything, but I haven't actually listened to any of their albums yet, but I did kind of discover they're not a new band. This punk band called the Menzingers that's even how you pronounce it. It's like Menzingrs. I was just checking some of their stuff out on YouTube the other day, and I liked it.
You should text that name to me so I can look them up.
You actually might like them.
Well, you said punk band, so.
Yeah. They're pretty good from what I've seen. Actually, well, that's about it.
You should listen to Motorhead.
Maybe I'll do an update when I actually have like heard some of their full albums, but I just kind of listened to a random assortment of songs and I like what I heard.
Okay. So that's like I'll recommend. I'll recommend it. So recently
I want to, but I will.
Like it, I'll recommend it to a certain group of people because it's one of those kind of movies. So I recently watched Jupiter Ascending.
Yes.
And
why?
Because I'm a sucker for bad movies, and I've been told nothing but horrible things about that movie. That it's such a bad movie. And it's like one day I was like watching. I forget what I was watching on HBO, and then like I saw that like Jupiter Ascending was coming on. And I had some other things to do, so I'm like, I'm gonna record this. And so I think it was like Monday. Yeah, I think it was like Monday or last Monday. Anyways, within the past like week or so, I was like, oh yeah, I still have that recorded. And so I started watching it, and it's one of those movies where there actually was a cool concept, and I think there was a good story behind it. But the Wachowskis seem to, like, if they're not kept at bay, they just go, like, full-blown crazy.
They're George Lucas's.
Yeah. And so, like, there are bits and pieces where I'm like, this could have been actually really cool, or maybe better if it was, like, a TV show, or if it was a novel, or something, or maybe even a comic book or something like that first. But it was basically, like, the studio were like, here, Wachowskis, here's, like, however much money it was on. And they were just like, yes!
I can't
And so they just went, like,
I can't pronounce
full-blown...
things.
So they just went like full-blown crazy.
Oh, well, you made Cloud Atlas that like a lot of people didn't like. Whatever, you made The Matrix. It's fine.
Yeah, like they
like
seem
that.
You get one hit.
Yeah.
even though I
There
did,
should be a couple more chances.
I did like V
It's
for
called the
Vendetta.
Shyamalan effect.
I loved V for Vendetta, and I actually liked
Yeah.
Speed Racer, which they also
Yeah, I
did.
liked-
I've really only heard good things about that. Still haven't seen it.
But,
Didn't really appeal to me.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't like it. I'll just tell you.
But basically,
I might. You never know.
But basically-
I've liked things you didn't
You
think
love
I would like.
Minions, so
It's got a
I
child in
wouldn't
it.
say love.
But
That is a
anyways.
big turnoff.
Yeah, I
Love.
mean, even
The child did ruin Terminator 2 for me.
I love
so-
Speed Racer, but even then, the child kind of ruined
Yeah.
it for me.
But basically, Jupiter Ascending, it's one of those movies where like it's kind of like on the lines of like Gods of Egypt, which we all love
How would
for
you
the
say
same
it?
I
reason.
have not yet seen it.
You love it.
I haven't seen it.
You love it.
I
I
like
would
what
s-
I've heard about it.
I would say Jupiter Ascending is better in terms of like there's more of a cohesive story.
but there
And
should have
Channing
been
Tatum
different
really
leads. It
looked
could have
good, I'm
worked
sure.
better with different leads.
Yeah, because I think like Mila Kunis was terribly miscast in Jupiter
Isn't she
Ascending,
always?
pretty much.
And Channing.
Channing Tatum, Eddie Redmayne, I think would have been better, but I feel like he was kind of overplaying it.
He
'cause-
wasn't that well.
Yeah, like right after he won an
I
Oscar.
forgot that.
It's like,
But basically, like,
I just remember
well,
Channing and Mila.
His dialogue, he speaks
I've won
very.
an Oscar now. I shouldn't have to do these
He
things.
speaks very soft, like he's kind of like, yes.
Does he
this
carry a
is-"
big stick?
I don't think he does. I think he has
So
a
he's
staff
doing
at
it
some
wrong
point.
then?
But basically, like he talks kind of like a whisper. He's just kind of like, yes, this is my evil plan. And then, like when he gets mad, he just shouts. Like there's a scene where he's talking all quiet, and he's like, "I create life," and just kind of like really overplays it, and it's kind of
Sometimes
funny.
It just does not work.
And so I'm like, I feel
I
like
think it works.
what
I've heard.
It works in the sense of this bad movie. It works, and it's great.
Speaking of,
But
are you done?
well, no, I'm just saying, like in terms of like
We
story
don't listen to
wise,
each other on here. I'm just like, when's my time?
story wise, it's probably better than Gods of Egypt. But I think I like Gods of Egypt a little bit more
Okay.
because I feel like it was a bit more over the top and
They tried too
nonsensical.
hard with Jupiter.
Yeah, I feel like they were trying too hard. And
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Unlike
movie,
this
like, seeing,
podcast,
like,
where we don't
IMAX
try
or
hard.
something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think
definitely.
anyone tried in Gods of Egypt except the director.
yeah,
That's why it worked.
Which is
Yeah.
so weird because it's like the same guy that did The Crow, which I
Yeah.
thought was a pretty good movie.
and our robot. I like that robot.
Yeah.
One of Will Smith's better movies, I would say.
Yeah. So, since I'm just gonna throw out what we're gonna experience for all of us, I'm gonna get you motherfuckers into Neil Breen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've been
You
telling us
can't
about
make
that.
that claim. You don't know that you will get me into him. We might check out his stuff, but you don't know that I will get into him.
Yeah, you will.
No, you can't say that for sure.
I'm gonna make it a declarative statement right now.
That would be a mistake.
You heard it, people.
Yeah.
Next podcast, we'll let you know if he got us into it or
It'll
not.
be the next one.
One of the next podcasts.
At some point
In the future.
At some point in time, or we'll all be dead first.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah.
The only two options
Yeah.
available.
Either it will happen or it won't, and we'll all die.
Yeah.
Or we won't die, and it still won't happen.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be immortal.
Either way.
That'd be cool. But anyways, we're gonna wrap this up.
Maybe we'll be like
are
the
we?
Gerard Butler
Yeah,
kind of immortal.
we're
or
going on like a little over
like
an hour
in
now.
Gods of Egypt, where he was like immortal, but he wanted to be more immortal.
Yeah.
That was his big plan.
It was
I
weird.
can't die, but I really want to make sure I can't die.
I want to be even more immortal. Let me destroy the afterlife to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my scarab chariot.
You guys really do need to watch Gods of Egypt for
Please.
those who've not.
Dave.
But before we wrap this up, follow us on Facebook or like our Facebook page.
I'm either-
Pacebell Productions.
Same.
I'm at Rev Spaceman
Yeah.
or at Reverend Spaceman on everything.
Yeah, follow him there. Follow the
Or don't.
the
You be
Pacebell.
you.
Yeah, just
Do what
be
you
yourself.
like.
Pacebell Pro on Twitter. I'm on Irishman Jake at
Never
Twitter.
updated,
Follow me.
but I don't know who's running that.
You're supposed to be running it, Dave.
Oh, it's me. Whoops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Drop the ball on that
But yeah.
one.
So that wraps this up, and until next time, everyone, cheers.